There's a very strong chance that your first bunch of members will either be friends or friends of friends, because they're the ones that are going to want to see you win. Like, they'll be the ones that want to back it and support it. Start really simple and make sure they know explicitly and concisely what you do for a living.
I think the truth is that a lot of personal trainers don't know who their niche should be at the start. And I think that's absolutely fine. I think that's a really, really normal place to be, because when you're starting out and you haven't trained that many people, you might not know who you enjoy training. So it might be a case of you take on loads and loads of different people, like general population, and then eventually, like I did, you find that you have a connection with a certain type of person. So for me, because I was especially interested in business, I got on really well with people who were business owners. So all the way up to from self-employed to full-on business owners with staff and things like that, because we had a lot in common, and I used a lot of business analogies to talk to people and train them. So if you don't have a niche, chill out a little bit. It's absolutely fine. You might just need to give it a little bit of time, and it's something that's cultivated. It's not something that just pops up out of nowhere. It's not something you should choose because these people make a lot of money. You might not like working with those guys. These guys might be way ahead of you in terms of thinking, way ahead of you in terms of life. And if that's the case, you'll struggle to get rapport. And then your personal training is no longer personal because you can't talk to these people properly. And all of a sudden you're in a little bit of a downward spiral in terms of creating a successful business. So niches are good, and it's great when you get it, when you finally figure it out. But if you haven't figured it out yet, I would say chill out a little bit, take a little bit more time.
That is a phenomenal question. And I would say something else comes first before all of that anyway. And it's what we in our company and my tutors and coaches would say is your big why. Everybody needs to know why they are doing what they are doing in terms of starting a business. What your personal motivation for running this business is. Once you've worked out your why, why am I running this business? What's it doing for me? What's it going to do for my family? How's it going to change my life? And therefore, how is it going to change the lives of the people around me and the lives of the people I'm going to help? Then actually, who you want to work with and what price you want to charge actually sort of answers itself.
I think for somebody starting out, it's important for them to know exactly who they enjoy working with, first of all. I'm sure anybody that's been in business a while, they'll know those types of people that, if you see them on your diary to come in and train with you, you're almost grown. For those guys starting out, it's going to happen. You're going to, when you start out, you're going to hustle to just get clients in through the door. But as you grow to understand the types of clients that you enjoy working with, then by focusing on them, you're able then to understand what their fears and frustrations and challenges are. Then you're able to create the right messaging in your marketing that when they read it, they're almost nodding their heads in agreement, and it feels as though you're talking directly to them.
Who do you enjoy coaching? It all comes down to that. Do you enjoy coaching more athletes, or is it stay-at-home mums? Is it business executives? Is it just females? Is it just males? Is it kids? And then let's niche down a little bit further. What are they specifically trying to achieve training with you? Is it because they're coming back from pregnancy or injury, or they got a weight loss goal, which is the most common one, or they got a sports specific goal? It all comes down to sort of your personal sort of interests in health, fitness, well-being. When I was a trainer, I basically just loved training men because I'm a man. I got on with them. We had good communication. We had good banter. We talked about, sports and stuff like that. And we had good energy. And so I changed my marketing just to attract that clientele. And you should, if you're watching this, be able to do the same.